committee. My name is Oluwatoyin Madeyin, the Accountant General of the Federation. Thank you.
Good afternoon, the chairman, honorable members. My name is Shaka Kanyitu Shira, the Auditor General for the Federation. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, sir, honorable members here present, Auditor General for the Federation and Accountant General for the Federation, directors of the Federal Republic of Nigeria here present, my colleagues here, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Pani Innocent Senshio. I am the Special Advisor on IT and Reforms to the Auditor General for the Federation. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Well, staying on the existing protocol, my name is Vandu John Ganduna. I'm the Director of Audit, Revenue and Economic Sector of the Office of the Auditor General for the Federation. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, Vice Chairman, other members, Auditor General for the Federation, Accountant General for the Federation, and all other people here present. My name is Hadiza Aminu Safana. I'm the Director, Judiciary Audit Department, Office of Auditor General for the Federation.
Honorable colleagues, according to the provisions of the Nigerian Constitution, especially Section 85 of the Constitution, the Auditor General for the Federation has a mandate to carry out certain exercises, principal of which is to submit reports after working on the consolidated financial statement of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as well as the audited accounts of different ministries, departments, and agencies. And the Constitution specifically requires the Auditor General to, within 90 days of the receipt of the Accountant General's financial statement, submit his report to each House of the National Assembly, and further direct that each House of the National Assembly shall cause those reports to be considered by a committee of the House of the National Assembly responsible for public accounts. Consequent or pursuant to the provision of this constitutional section, the Public Account Committee is in receipt of 2 volumes of report from the Auditor for the Federation. The first volume is his report on the Federal Government of Nigeria consolidated financial statements, while the second one has to do with the report on non-compliance by MDAs, as well as various audit queries that have been raised in the year under review. And the customary thing is for us to sit down and begin a consideration of that report, which is what we are starting today. The Auditor General, the Accountant General will make their presentation on the reports. We will ask relevant questions, and then we'll be requesting them to supply us with details of the MDAs mentioned in each of those reports going forward. This is an exercise that can take up to a couple of months to conclude. But the opening is the only time that will require the personal presence of the Auditor General and the Accountant General of the Federation. Afterwards, we'll ask them to be represented by principal officers of those offices of government who will be providing insight into the consideration as we go forward. So I want to ask that the Auditor General, I think you should be the first, that will give us your remarks or a brief on your report for 2020, and then the issues coming out of that, can then form the basis for our interaction with the Accountant General and with your good self. Auditor General, please.
Well, good afternoon, the Chairman, Public Account Committee, the Deputy Chairman, Public Account Committee, honorable members. This is my highlights of my comments on the report of the Federation 2020. I submitted my annual report of the Federal Government of Nigeria Consolidated Financial Statement for the year ended 31st December 2020, and non-compliance stroke external control witnesses in ministry, department, and agencies of the Federal Government of Nigeria for the year ended 31st December 2020 to the National Assembly in accordance with the provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended. Auditor General for the Federation Annual Report of the Federal Government of Nigeria Consolidated Financial Statement for the year ended 31st December 2020, submitted on the 30th of November. Structure of the report. The report has 5 sections. Section 1, it deals with the Federation audit certificate. That is the certificate that will give the Accountant General the go ahead to prepare another financial statement. In audit opinion, I want to make a brief comment on the audit opinion. We have 4 types of opinion that Auditor Generals make. We make an unqualified audit report where there are no material misstatements, individual or in aggregate issue for the year ended. Then qualify where there is one or more material misstatements, and thus a large part of, thus the misstatement, possibly material, are not misstated. Then we have advice where the misstatements are pervasive and thus affect a large part of the whole of the financial statement. Then disclaimer where I'll say that I will not make an opinion because I was not satisfied with the financial statement presented. In this report of the year 2020, I issue a qualified opinion on the Federal Government of Nigeria Consolidated Financial Statement for the year ended 31st December 2020. The FGM CFS for the year ended 2020 principally because of material misstatements in the Federal Government Consolidated Financial Statement submitted for audit by the Accountant General for the Federation. My opinion was that the Federal Government Consolidated Financial Statement for the year ended 31st December 2020 was true and fair, except for material referred to in the basis for the audit opinion in the sections of the report. I wish to state for the purpose of record that misstatement referred to in the preceding paragraph might have been due to error or fraud. The exact causes of the misstatement could only be unraveled if the MDS individual prepared their standalone financial statement and submitted same to audit by my office through the resident auditors before consolidation by the district. Here what I mean is that the misstatement I'm talking about is that by the year 2016, IFSAS, International Public Sector Accounting Standards, which the financial statements we are supposed to prepare, and it were given 3 years for, that is gestation period. By the year 2019, all ministry, department, and agencies we are supposed to prepare a standalone financial statement to enable Accountant General consolidate. But up to now, as I'm talking, based on what is before me, most of the NDAs are not prepared a standalone financial statement. Some bring in trial balance, others prepare standalone financial statement. That could have been what has caused the misstatement. That is what the basis of my opinion. Other basis of qualifying of the opinion of are consolidation of unaudited trial balance and non-preparation of standalone financial statement by NDA, non-adherence to timeline on exemption taken for the first time adoption of ISAS. ISAS 33 provides for a maximum of 3 years, which we are in 2020, the account is prepared in 2020 financial statement, which ought to have been prepared based on this ISAS, which is not. Such misstatement, as I said, which are supposed to be on a accrual basis, and assets and liabilities of the federal government are not identified in the report. Value and you are not identified value and brought into the consolidated financial statement. As we speak, key assets like airports, dam, railway, power generation station, roads, bridges, federal government buildings are not valued, and you will not see them in the financial statement, which is not good enough. Then, observation on the federal government of Nigerian consolidated financial statement for the year ended contain 26 audit issues. You can see the details in the report. Observation of federation accounts. You can also see details in the audit report. Observation of foreign reserves. It is well detailed in the report. Federal government of Nigeria consolidated financial statement for the year ended reproduced. I'm just running down what is contained there is reproduced. It is what the Accountant General brought for us. We'll reproduce and put it in the audit report. Auditor General for the Federation Annual Report on Non-Compliance / Internal Control Witness in Ministry, Department, and Agencies of the Federal Government of Nigeria for the year ended 31st December 20, submitted on the 20th of December. Structure of the report. We have cross-cutting issues. That is one issue, the same issue.
Okay, I'm thinking that maybe we should take them one after the other. The first one has to do with your report on the consolidated financial statement.
Yes, sir.
The other one is on the non-compliance.
Yes, sir, which is volume 2.
Yeah, you want, okay. Okay, go ahead.
Summarize everything so that.
Okay, go ahead. But just go to the major substance of the one on non-compliance.
Yes, you see cross-cutting issues. That is issues which affects all NGAs, most of the NGAs, like non-retirement of advances. You see more than 28 or more agencies that has not retired their advance. That is what we call cross-cutting agencies. You see them in report. We stated it according to the chapters well arranged in the report and other issues. Finally, I must commend the leadership of the members, leadership and members of the House of Representatives of Public Account Committee for this innovation. I and my staff are fully committed to assisting the PAC to discharge its constitutional mandate. Thank you and God bless you.
We will take initial opening remarks also from the Accountant General before we go into question and answer session. Accountant General, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and the honorable members of the PAC. The report of the Auditor General of the Federation on the consolidated financial statements of 2020, the audited, we call it audit report, has just been presented. And various issues have been identified to have been found in the financial statements so prepared and presented. some of the issues have been, have been listed. Or should I say all the issues have been listed, and they border on sometimes non-compliance with the standards surrounding the preparation of the financial statement, while some are on the reports of the MDAs as submitted and consolidated. The Office of the Accountant General of the Federation is responsible for collating and consolidating financial statements as submitted by MDAs. And I want to bring it to the attention of this honorable committee that the adoption of IPSAS, that is International Public Standard, International Public Accounting Standards, it was formally done in 2016, but its implementation tarries because of the series of issues. But at the Office of Accountant General, the preparation of the account in line with the standards has commenced as at that time. But its commencement and adoption at MDA level is still a major issue, which we have observed, and we are still working on them to be able to prepare the financial statement in line with the IPSAS. It is called stand-alone financial statement. So imparting the knowledge, the training, and making them to do that is ongoing. And we will insist in the submission of any report from the MDAs to be in line going forward. Also, where there are issues about statements of figures, materiality issues, and the categorizations of assets and liabilities, these are issues that we'll address, and we look at those issues that affect the fair view of the accounts and see that they are tackled in our subsequent activities. But for the purpose of tackling the reports for the 2020, about 32 issues were identified. 30 issues were identified, and some are concerning the Federation account, while 26 are concerning the MDAs, which we have looked at them, and we will now get to all the MDAs that are affected to report on the areas that affected them. And this report will form basis of our either responding to the issues or presenting our own version, or how we can move forward from this point to the next point. So I can assure you that at the Office of Accountant General of the Federation, we are not taking the responsibility to prepare the account with levity, because it is our responsibility, and we must discharge on that. Unfortunately, the years has passed for some time, 2020, and here we are in 2024. But that doesn't stop us from correcting where they are needed, and also ensuring that such errors doesn't reoccur. So on this note, I want to appreciate all the members of the committee, and we'll continue to look forward to a very rewarding, collaborative relationship. Thank you.